Guess what really drives Coca-Cola's quirky web strategy? Coca-Cola is not only famous for its refreshing beverages, but also for a unique digital twist. The company owns a staggering number of website URLs that can be formed using up to 62 consecutive aids. This interesting strategy not only showcases their playful approach to branding, but also acts as a clever marketing tactic. By owning these quirky domain names, Coca-Cola prevents others from using them, preserving its brand identity in a fun way. Imagine typing in a web address with a long string of cheeks and landing on a Coca-Cola page. This means endless room for creativity in their online campaigns. Plus, it highlights how companies like Coca-Cola can have fun while simultaneously protecting their brand online. So next time you enjoy a Coke, remember there's more to the brand than just great taste. Is your food storage putting you at risk? Many of us take food storage for granted, but it plays a crucial role in ensuring that we consume safe, healthy meals. Proper storage not only keeps food fresh, but also prevents waste and foodborne illnesses. However, different living conditions can pose unique challenges. For example, in hot and humid climates, food can spoil quickly if not stored correctly. This leads to waste, raising concerns about food security for vulnerable communities. Additionally, inadequate food storage practices can exacerbate issues of hunger, as spoiled food means fewer resources for families. Imagine having to throw away perfectly good produce just because you didn't have the right way to keep it cool. To address these challenges, education on effective food storage is essential. Simple measures like using airtight containers, refrigerating perishables promptly, or employing traditional methods like pickling can greatly extend the life of food while reducing waste. Are we doing enough to protect our food and manage waste responsibly? Here's something incredible about Donald Duck comics. In the land of Finland, a surprising ban was placed on these beloved comics simply because the iconic character Donald Duck didn't wear pants. This quirky prohibition emerged in the 1970s when officials were concerned about the influence this lack of clothing might have on children. They argued that seeing a character prancing around without trousers could give the wrong impression about modesty and appropriate attire. Interestingly, rather than just being a funny quirk of censorship, this story reflects broader cultural values about nudity and clothing in children's media. Despite the ban, Donald Duck remains a global favorite, showing that laughter and humor can transcend even the most unique of obstacles. Can you imagine a world without Donald's hilarious adventures? Guess what really drives our understanding of planets? The Psyche mission, scheduled for launch in August 2022, is set to explore a fascinating target, the metallic asteroid Psyche. This asteroid is thought to be the leftover core of an ancient planet, and studying it could unlock the secrets of how planets formed billions of years ago. By analyzing Psyche's structure and composition, scientists hope to gain insights into the building blocks of planets and the processes that shaped our solar system. Imagine peering deep into the past and unraveling the mysteries of our cosmic neighborhood. This mission not only highlights the innovative spirit of space exploration, but also has the potential to revolutionize our knowledge of planetary science. As researchers gather data from Psyche, we might finally understand what makes up the heart of worlds like Earth. What will we discover together? Let's uncover the truth about the Atlantic Ocean's salinity. The Atlantic Ocean holds the title of the saltiest ocean among the 5 major ocean basins, and this intriguing characteristic stems from several key factors. One of the most significant contributors is evaporation, which happens frequently in its warm tropical and subtropical areas. As water evaporates, it leaves the salt behind, causing salinity levels to rise. But that's not all. Major rivers like the Amazon and Congo flow into the Atlantic, bringing fresh water and minerals that can mix with the salty ocean water. This interplay between fresh and salt water, alongside ocean currents, plays a crucial role in regulating global climate patterns. Understanding the salinity of the Atlantic is essential for scientists who study ocean currents and their effects on weather, marine life, and even climate change. So next time you think about oceans, remember the Atlantic's fascinating salt story. Why exactly does St. Elmo's fire glow during storms? This fascinating phenomenon features a blue or violet glow that pops up around sharp objects during thunderstorms. Essentially, St. Elmo's fire is caused by an electrical discharge in the atmosphere, which occurs when the air becomes supercharged with electricity during stormy weather. When the electric field around a sharp point, like the tip of a ship's mast or an airplane wing, reaches a certain strength, it can ionize the air, creating that stunning and eerie glow. Although it might look a bit spooky, don't worry. St. Elmo's fire is harmless and has amazed sailors and pilots for centuries, often seen as a good omen or a mystical sign. Many people believe this magical sight brings protection and safety during perilous storms. Next time you hear thunder or see lightning, keep an eye out. Who knows when you might witness this incredible display? Let's uncover the truth about your daily dental routine. Over a lifetime, the average person will spend about 79 days brushing their teeth, based on brushing twice a day for 2 minutes each session. At first glance, that might sound like a lot of time dedicated to such a simple task. But think about the positives. This daily commitment plays a vital role in keeping your teeth and gums healthy. Good oral hygiene helps prevent cavities, gum disease, and bad breath, issues that can lead to more serious health concerns down the line. Plus, brushing not only removes food particles, but also keeps plaque at bay, making your smile brighter and more confident. So next time you pick up that toothbrush, remember that you are investing in your health and happiness, one brush at a time. Are you ready to embrace your sparkling smile? Discover Brock Lesnar's staggering annual earnings. Did you know that Brock Lesnar, the wrestling superstar with a unique blend of athleticism and charisma, is the highest-paid fighter in WWE, bringing in a jaw-dropping $5 million each year? This remarkable figure is a testament to his popularity and influence within the wrestling world. Since his return to WWE, Lesnar has captivated fans with thrilling matches, often headlining major events like WrestleMania. His ability to blend traditional wrestling skills with an electrifying persona makes him a fan favorite. Beyond the ring, Lesnar's status as a cultural icon boosts his earning potential even further, with endorsement deals and merchandise sales adding to his impressive income. As long as he continues to perform at such a high level, it's clear that Brock Lesnar will remain a prominent figure in WWE, captivating audiences and raking in those millions. This might surprise you: South America versus Pluto. You might think Pluto is a large planet, but South America actually has a larger surface area. Covering around 17.8 million square kilometers, South America exceeds Pluto's 16.7 million square kilometers. This fascinating comparison showcases how our home planet can contain vast regions that outsize entire celestial objects. When considering the differences between land on Earth and space bodies, it's easy to see how geography can defy our expectations. Countries like Brazil and Argentina boast enormous landscapes filled with forests, mountains, and rivers, while Pluto sits isolated in the Kuiper Belt, representing a frozen world of ice and rock. This surprising fact serves as a reminder of the incredible dimensions of our Earth and its continents, encouraging us to appreciate the rich diversity and scale of the world beneath our feet. Surprisingly, it's a fact that museums can be masterpieces. The Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, Spain, stands out as an extraordinary example of architectural ingenuity. Designed by the visionary architect Frank Gehry, this striking structure opened its doors in 1997 and has since redefined the role of museums in urban landscapes. At first glance, the building appears sculpted rather than built, with its undulating curves and glimmering titanium panels captivating visitors who approach it. Spanning over 33,000 square meters, the museum's flowing design defies conventional architectural styles, inviting an experience that begins before one even steps inside. Once through the grand entrance, visitors encounter vast galleries showcasing contemporary masterpieces from renowned artists like Jeff Koons and Anish Kapoor. The Guggenheim is more than just a haven for art. It has revitalized Bilbao itself, drawing tourists and boosting the local economy. This iconic cultural institution demonstrates how extraordinary architecture can enhance our appreciation of art and breathe new life into a city. So the next time you're in Bilbao, remember that its architectural beauty is as awe-inspiring as the artworks it displays. Why did education matter so much in 2010? In that year, the Ministry of Education highlighted the vital role of government support amidst various legal challenges. This emphasis was a response to increasing threats that educational institutions faced, stemming from policy changes and legal disputes. The ministry recognized that without solid backing from the government, schools could struggle to provide a safe and effective learning environment for students. They pointed out that protecting education funding and resources was crucial to maintaining quality teaching and learning experiences. Moreover, this call for support wasn't just about financial aid. It also involved creating policies that ensured schools remained resilient against changes that could disrupt their operations. By advocating for government reinforcement, the ministry aimed to secure a bright future for students, allowing them to thrive without the fear of legal instability affecting their education. The actions taken during this time set a precedent for future educational policies, reminding us how essential protective measures are for a stable educational landscape. Have you ever wondered why ever seen lightning create glass formations? Lightning is not just a fearsome spectacle. It has the power to transform our planet in remarkable ways. When thunderstorms brew in the sky, they unleash bolts that reach astonishing temperatures of up to 30,000 degrees Fahrenheit, making them 5 times hotter than the sun's surface. This intense heat can ignite anything combustible, but its true artistry reveals itself when it strikes sandy terrain. The fierce energy from a lightning bolt causes grains of sand to melt and fuse together, creating a striking structure known as fulgurite. These natural glass tubes can vary in size and shape, often resembling intricate sculptures that capture a fleeting moment of cosmic energy. Fulgurites serve not only as beautiful reminders of a lightning strike, but also as fascinating subjects for scientists eager to explore the mysteries of our atmosphere and geology. Next time you find yourself under a stormy sky, remember that loud thunder isn't just noise. It could herald the creation of something beautiful beneath your feet. Let's uncover the truth about Jamur psilocybin. Jamur psilocybin, often called Jamur Ajaib, holds a fascinating title as Alami in Kotoransabi. This title signifies a unique status, hinting at a deep connection with the land and its people. What makes this connection even more intriguing is the role it suggests for the speaker within Kotoran's future. As a key figure, the speaker may influence the culture, traditions, or even the governance of this vibrant community. Kotoransabi, known for its rich history and traditions, thrives on the contributions of influential individuals. By engaging with the community and addressing its needs, the speaker could play a pivotal role in shaping its destiny. What kind of future do you think Jamur psilocybin envisions for Kotoransabi? The possibilities seem endless. Discover the truth about the boiling frog myth. This famous tale suggests that if you place a frog in gradually heated water, it will not notice and eventually boil to death. However, this is far from reality. Studies show that frogs are actually quite perceptive and will jump out of water as it warms up. They can sense temperature changes and react to uncomfortable conditions, proving they are not as oblivious as the myth implies. Interestingly, if a frog is suddenly plunged into boiling water, its shock will lead to immediate harm. The boiling frog myth serves as a metaphor for the dangers of ignoring gradual change, but it misrepresents the animal's true behavior. So next time you hear this story, remember it's meant to caution us, but it doesn't reflect the actual survival instincts of frogs. Isn't it fascinating how myths can sometimes lead us astray? Is it really true that a moth caused a computer bug? In 1947, engineers at Harvard University experienced a bizarre situation when they found a live moth causing issues in a computer relay. This little insect became a symbol of trouble in the world of technology, marking the creation of the term computer bug. The engineers were troubleshooting an early computer called the Mark II when they discovered the moth trapped inside, which was disrupting the machine's operations. This incident highlighted how unexpected problems, sometimes even caused by nature, could arise in computing. Since then, the phrase debugging has entered our everyday language, illustrating efforts to fix both hardware and software issues. Today, the concept of a bug has evolved but still pays homage to that one little moth. Isn't it amazing how a small creature can have such a big impact on technology? Believe it or not, raccoons wash their food. This quirky habit is not just a cute trick, it's deeply rooted in their ancient instincts. When raccoons dip their food in water, it enhances their sense of touch, helping them to better explore and identify what they are about to eat. This behavior dates back to their ancestors who often foraged in riverbanks and streams. Raccoons are often spotted at lakes and ponds, where they meticulously dip their meals. Whether it's fruits, insects, or even scraps found near human campsites, this washing technique boosts their confidence and accuracy when selecting a tasty treat. It's fascinating how even animals dare to embrace their natural instincts for a delicious dinner. Plus, it shows just how adaptable and intelligent these little critters are. So next time you see a raccoon happily splashing around, remember it's not just playing, it's honing its skills and connecting with its wild history. Discover why owls have such big eyes. Owls are fascinating creatures, and their big eyes are one of the most striking features about them. These large eyes take up a significant portion of an owl's head, giving them a unique appearance. Interestingly, female owls usually have larger and heavier eyes than males, reflecting their unique biology. Take the great horned owl, for example. Its eyes can weigh around 25.7 grams together, which is about the weight of a golf ball. This size allows them to gather more light, helping them see better in low-light conditions. Their exceptional night vision lets them hunt for food effectively under the cover of darkness. The size and structure of an owl's eyes are perfectly designed for their carnivorous lifestyle, making them one of nature's top nocturnal predators. Isn't it amazing how evolution shapes such remarkable adaptations in animals? Is it really true that Happy Birthday was copyrighted? For decades, the song Happy Birthday to You was actually protected by copyright laws, meaning you had to pay a fee to use it in films, TV shows, and public performances. This quirky piece of musical history created a bit of a financial burden for anyone wanting to celebrate birthdays without breaking the bank. It wasn't until 2016 that a US judge ruled the song was in the public domain, allowing people to sing it freely without worrying about hefty fees. The song, which has its roots in the 19th century, was originally a simple classroom tune called Good Morning to All, before evolving into the birthday classic we know today. Imagine how many parties and movies had to dodge the copyright situation. Now everyone can join in the fun without a second thought. Whether at a party or during a family gathering, singing Happy Birthday feels even more special and meaningful since everyone can sing along. Isn't it great that now we can celebrate without the legal hassle? Why exactly does art move when you touch it? Roman Boutin has transformed coins into fascinating kinetic art pieces that come to life at your fingertips. His unique designs utilize cleverly crafted mechanisms that activate with a simple touch, making the overall experience interactive and engaging. Imagine holding a coin that not only shines but also moves, creating a delightful play of motion. Boutin's artistic approach elevates ordinary coins into extraordinary works of art, showcasing both craftsmanship and creativity. Each piece tells a story, blending traditional coinage with modern artistry. Plus, it invites viewers to participate in the artwork, bridging the gap between observer and creator. This enchanting combination of art and mechanics raises the question, how does such a simple interaction change our perception of art? Boutin's work challenges us to see coins not just as currency, but as a canvas for imagination and innovation. You won't believe this about the Tunnel of Eupalinos, an astounding feat of ancient engineering that dates back over 4,000 years. Located on the beautiful Greek island of Samos, this impressive tunnel stretches an incredible 1,136 meters. Built during the reign of Polycrates, its primary purpose was to transport water from a spring in the mountains to the city, providing essential resources for its inhabitants. What's fascinating is that this underground marvel was constructed using simple yet effective tools, showcasing the ingenuity of ancient builders. They used remarkable techniques that involved digging from both ends of the tunnel at the same time, a risky approach that ultimately led to the successful meeting of their efforts in the middle. The Tunnel of Eupalinos is not just a water conduit, It represents the advanced understanding of geology and engineering that existed long before modern technology. Isn't it amazing how such an ancient structure can still inspire awe today? Did you know George Miller made both Mad Max and Happy Feet? This might surprise you, but the same mind behind the gritty post-apocalyptic action of Mad Max also crafted the delightful animated film Happy Feet. George Miller, an Australian filmmaker, established a unique space in cinema by mastering two distinct genres. While Mad Max is famous for its thrilling car chases and intense survival themes, Happy Feet takes us into a colorful world of dancing penguins, struggling with their identities. Miller's versatility showcases his profound storytelling ability and creativity, allowing him to express different aspects of humanity through film. His work with Happy Feet even earned him an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. This crossover from high-octane action to heartwarming animation highlights how diverse art can be and reminds us that great storytellers can tap into any emotion, no matter the genre. Here's a wild fact about Jurassic Park's treks. Did you know that one of the most iconic sounds from the film came from a dog's playful antics? The sound of the terrifying Tyrannosaurus Rex shaking its prey was actually recorded from a dog shaking its toy. This clever use of everyday sounds showcases the creativity of sound designers in film. They needed a fierce, intimidating sound to represent the powerful T-Rex, yet they found this unexpected inspiration in something as ordinary as a pet playing. By creatively mixing and enhancing the sound, they crafted the terrifying roar and bone-crunching effects that thrilled audiences in 1993. This innovation highlights how filmmakers often blend real-life sounds with imagination to create unforgettable moments in cinema. Can you believe a dog's toy played a role in such a legendary dinosaur movie? Have you ever imagined flying powered by pedals? In 1902, an inventive New Yorker named Gustav Whitehead patented a fascinating flying machine that relied on bicycle pedals and compressed air for power. While this contraption never soared through the skies, Whitehead's ambitious vision predicted a future where personal flying vehicles would be common within just a decade. His ideas opened the door to countless innovations in aviation, inspiring future inventors to experiment with human-powered flight. Although the technology of his time wasn't quite ready for liftoff, the seeds of creativity he planted eventually blossomed into modern aircraft that we see today. Can you imagine how different our world might be if Whitehead's dream had taken flight? His bold attempt reminds us how imagination often leads to groundbreaking advancements, paving the way for the incredible flying machines we rely on now. Let's uncover the truth about coffin birth. This rare phenomenon occurs when a pregnant woman dies. After death, the body undergoes decomposition, producing gases that can build up inside. This pressure, in some unfortunate cases, can actually force the fetus out of the body. While it might sound like something straight out of a horror movie, coffin birth is a natural biological process. The idea has often fueled eerie tales of corpses giving birth in graves, stirring our imagination and sometimes triggering fear. It raises fascinating questions about life, death, and the mysteries of human bodies. Though incidents of coffin birth are exceedingly rare, it reminds us of the profound connections between life and death, and how nature can sometimes act in unexpected ways. Understanding this phenomenon offers a glimpse into the complex processes of life and mortality, encouraging us to reflect on the fragile nature of existence. Why does nature surprise us in such unexpected ways? Are ships and planes really vanishing in the Bermuda Triangle? This notorious region, located between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, has sparked countless tales of mystery and intrigue. Over the years, many vessels and aircraft have reportedly disappeared without a trace, leading to wild theories and speculation. Some people blame unusual magnetic anomalies that interfere with navigation instruments, while others suggest more supernatural explanations. The Bermuda Triangle has become a cultural phenomenon, inspiring books, movies, and documentaries. However, skeptics argue that many disappearances can be attributed to human error, weather conditions, or mechanical failures. In fact, the U.S. Board on Geographic Names does not recognize the Bermuda Triangle as an official name. It's essential to approach these stories with a critical eye. Although the area holds an intriguing history and offers stunning beauty, curious travelers should do their research before sailing or flying through its waters. What truths lie beneath the captivating myths of the Bermuda Triangle? What if I told you Bolivia has a navy? Despite being landlocked, Bolivia proudly maintains a naval force, a legacy of its turbulent history and loss of coastline to Chile in the 19th century. This unique situation gives the Bolivian Navy a distinct purpose. It patrols the shimmering waters of Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable lake in the world. Their mission goes beyond mere protection, reflecting Bolivia's enduring hope and aspiration to reclaim direct access to the Pacific Ocean. Established in 1998, the Navy focuses on environmental protection, tourism, and maintaining safety on the lake, which is vital for local communities. The naval presence serves as a poignant reminder of the country's fight for maritime sovereignty. While many may not associate a landlocked nation with a naval force, Bolivia's commitment to its navy emphasizes resilience and a yearning for its lost coastlines. Could this be a symbol of hope for future access to the sea? Have you ever wondered how Tesla builds so fast? The secret lies in its innovative production lines that focus on speed and efficiency. Tesla has revolutionized the manufacturing process by designing the rear underbody of its vehicles as a single cast piece. This means that instead of assembling numerous smaller components, which can slow down production, Tesla's approach reduces complexity. By using a single piece for such an important part of the car, they not only speed up the assembly process, but also improve the overall quality and safety of the vehicles. This game-changing technique has set a new standard in the automotive industry, allowing Tesla to keep up with high demand while maintaining their reputation for cutting-edge technology. Other car manufacturers are now looking at this method, wondering if they can adopt similar strategies to streamline their production. Will this shift pave the way for faster, more efficient vehicle manufacturing across the industry? What if I told you Romans used urine to bleach flour? This curious practice may sound shocking today, but it reveals how innovative ancient Romans were when it came to food preparation. In their pursuit of white fluffy flour for baking, they discovered that urine contained ammonia, a potent bleaching agent. By soaking wheat in this liquid, they could lighten the flour's color before grinding it into powder. While it might make your eyebrows raise now, this method shows the lengths people would go to enhance the appearance of their food in antiquity. It was not just about taste. Visual appeal played a significant role too. Ancient Romans valued aesthetics in their meals, believing that white flour signified quality and refinement. So the next time you enjoy a slice of bread, remember that culinary creativity has deep historical roots, even if it involves something as unexpected as urine. Most people don't know this, but cattle pastures are vast. Over 1/3 of all land in the contiguous United States is dedicated to grazing cattle, totaling an incredible 654 million acres. That's roughly equivalent to 2.6 million square kilometers, making up a striking 35% of the entire land area. This extensive use of land highlights the significance of beef production within American agriculture. When we account for cropland that specifically grows feed for these animals, the land used for this industry swells to 41%. It's astounding to think that each burger or steak you savor comes from such expansive landscapes. Moreover, these pastures contribute to significant economic activity, providing jobs and livelihoods for numerous farmers across the nation. Yet the reliance on these lands also brings challenges, including land management dilemmas and environmental concerns. As we relish the delicious products stemming from this vast agricultural system, it's essential to balance our consumption with a commitment to sustainable practices that protect these landscapes for future generations. Isn't it eye-opening to consider how cattle pastures shape our food systems? Guess what really drives our fears? Around 9% of Americans grapple with specific phobias, which translates to more than 19 million people. These phobias can range from common fears like spiders or heights to less typical ones, such as fear of buttons or the color purple. Interestingly, teenagers are even more affected, with a staggering 15.1% reporting a specific phobia. This heightened prevalence might stem from the many changes and pressures teenagers face, including social challenges and academic stress. Phobias can disrupt daily life, making simple activities feel overwhelming. Often these fears develop in childhood or adolescence and can persist into adulthood if not addressed. Treatments like cognitive behavioral therapy have proven effective, helping individuals confront and manage their fears. Have you or someone you know ever faced a specific phobia? Ever thought about why California shakes so much? California is one of the most seismically active places on Earth, experiencing over 100,000 earthquakes each year. Most of these quakes are minor, often registering below 3.0 on the Richter scale, and go unnoticed by the busy residents. The reason for this constant shaking lies in California's position along the Pacific Ring of Fire, where tectonic plates meet and create tension underground. A key player in this drama is the San Andreas Fault, notorious for unleashing powerful quakes. Californians, familiar with the occasional rumble, often check their emergency kits after a big tremor. Scientists are hard at work studying the region's unique geology, aiming to improve our understanding of earthquake patterns and enhance public safety. With such frequent seismic activity, staying informed and prepared is essential for everyone living in this dynamic state. Hard to believe, but 20,000 danced in China. This incredible event in 2019 featured a miles-long dragon dance, showcasing the rich cultural heritage of China and the power of teamwork. Participants from different backgrounds and ages came together to create a stunning spectacle that snaked through the streets, captivating thousands of spectators. Each dancer played a critical role, holding the colorful dragon aloft while coordinating their movements in perfect rhythm. This giant dragon became a living symbol of strength, unity, and celebration. Not only did the event break records for the largest dragon dance ever, but it also highlighted the importance of tradition in modern society. Engaging the audience, this festival celebrated Chinese culture and folklore, reminding everyone of the joy that comes from working together. Can you imagine the vibrant colors and the energy of such a massive gathering? Is it really true that koalas aren't bears? Surprisingly, yes. Despite their common name, koalas are not bears at all. Instead, they belong to a special group of mammals called marsupials, which also includes kangaroos and wombats. So how did these adorable creatures get their misleading name? The term koala bear likely arose because of their teddy bear-like appearance, with fluffy ears and a round face. However, koalas are distinct in their biological makeup. Unlike bears, they have a pouch in which they carry and nurture their young. This fascinating pouch is a characteristic feature of marsupials. The koala spends most of its life in eucalyptus trees, munching on their leaves, which make up their diet. Interestingly, these leaves are tough to digest, so koalas move slowly to conserve energy. Their incredible adaptation allows them to thrive in their unique environment, but it's essential to keep them protected. As threats like habitat loss and climate change impact their populations, awareness about these special marsupials is crucial to their survival. You won't believe this about roulette's eerie secret. It's true, if you add all the numbers on a standard roulette wheel from 1 to 36, you get a shocking total of 666. This number is famously known as the number of the beast from the Bible, giving roulette a devilish reputation that intrigues both players and onlookers alike. At a bustling casino table, where the wheel spins tantalizingly under flashing lights, gamblers are often unaware that they are engaging with a game closely linked to such spooky folklore. The thrill of chance in roulette is exhilarating enough on its own, but this biblical connection adds an intriguing twist that keeps people talking. While many players might dismiss the superstition as mere folklore, the blend of luck, anticipation, and that infamous number truly amplifies the excitement. This curious interplay of chance, strategy, and an ominous number invites players to ponder deeper meanings as they place their bets. In this game, even the unlikeliest of elements can stir our imaginations and keep the mystery alive long after the ball stops spinning. Why exactly does Mount Rushmore feature famous presidents? Initially, the iconic Mount Rushmore wasn't just about 4 presidents. The sculptor Gutzon Borglum had a different vision in mind when he first proposed the monument. He considered designs that included legendary figures from the Wild West, such as Buffalo Bill Cody and other famous pioneers. This choice would have celebrated the adventurous spirit of early American history. However, after much debate and reflection, Borglum decided to focus on the four key presidents: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. Each of these leaders played a significant role in shaping the United States. Washington represented the birth of the nation, Jefferson was pivotal in its expansion, Roosevelt pushed for progressive reforms, and Lincoln fought to preserve the Union. By choosing these figures, Borglum created a monumental tribute to the ideals of democracy and freedom. Let's uncover the truth about parrots' mimicry. Parrots are famous for their ability to mimic sounds, but there's more to this behavior than meets the eye. Parrots use their mimicry not just for fun, but also as an essential part of social communication. This skill helps them maintain flock cohesion in the wild, allowing them to bond with each other through sound. Interestingly, when parrots imitate human speech or other animal noises, they're not truly understanding language in the way we do. Instead, they use these sounds to connect with their human caretakers or fellow animals, creating a unique relationship based on shared sounds. This form of communication showcases their intelligence and adaptability. So next time you hear a parrot talking, remember they're not just mimicking words, they're engaging in a fascinating way that strengthens their social bonds. How cool is that? Ever thought about why healthcare projects often start with negotiation? In the initial phase of any healthcare project, professionals juggle emergency response with negotiation strategies that have been fine-tuned over time. Why is this mix so crucial? Well, healthcare settings can present unique challenges, from sudden patient influxes to unexpected supply shortages. By implementing these strategies early on, teams can quickly address urgent needs while also ensuring that all stakeholders, from doctors to suppliers, are on the same page. This combination helps maintain calm and efficiency when time is of the essence. For example, if a new clinic opens in a busy area, negotiating with local suppliers and emergency services can mean the difference between a smooth launch and a chaotic opening day. So, understanding the importance of these initial steps is key to the success of healthcare projects. What if I told you two anthems tell one story? When Czechoslovakia peacefully split into the Czech Republic and Slovakia in 1993, both nations not only gained independence, but also had to navigate the division of cultural symbols, including their cherished national anthem. The original anthem was a unifying piece that echoed the shared history of both nations. Post-split, the Czech Republic and Slovakia created their own versions, each reflecting unique aspects of their national identity and history. The Czech anthem, still proud of its roots, emphasizes themes of freedom and unity. Meanwhile, Slovakia's anthem celebrates the beauty of its land and the bravery of its people. This fascinating division showcases how music can evolve alongside political changes, acting as a soundtrack to a nation's journey. Isn't it amazing how a single melody can carry the weight of a country's past while setting the tone for its future? Meet the all-terrain skateboard that conquers any surface. Ivan Miranda, a talented skateboarder and YouTuber, has taken skateboarding to a whole new level with his innovative design. Inspired by the rugged military tank track systems, Miranda created a skateboard that can roll over any surface, including steep mountains and rocky trails. This remarkable skateboard features unique wheels that are wider and more durable than traditional ones, allowing riders to tackle tough terrains with ease. Imagine gliding smoothly over gravelly paths, muddy fields, or even snowy slopes without losing balance. Miranda's invention not only enhances the thrill of skateboarding, but also opens up new possibilities for outdoor adventures. Riders can explore places they could only dream of before, breaking free from the limitations of standard skateboards. With this all-terrain marvel, you can embrace the great outdoors like never before. Whether you're cruising in the park or scaling a mountain trail, what new adventures will you embark on with this game-changing skateboard? Can you imagine that cuttlefish can disappear instantly? These remarkable creatures are camouflage masters, capable of changing their skin color, texture, and pattern in the blink of an eye. How do they do it? Well, cuttlefish possess specialized cells in their skin called chromatophores. When these cells expand or contract, they alter the cuttlefish's appearance to blend perfectly with their surroundings. Even though cuttlefish are colorblind, they can still seamlessly merge into their environment, whether hiding from predators or sneaking up on prey. This fascinating ability highlights their intelligence as they utilize problem-solving skills and observational learning to navigate the challenges of their underwater world. Imagine watching one of these skilled hunters change its look in mere moments, a true marvel of nature. What other secrets do these clever creatures hold? You won't believe this about Icelandic language. The official language of Iceland, known as Icelandic, has a fascinating connection to the language spoken by Vikings over 1,000 years ago. This linguistic relationship means that modern Icelanders can read ancient texts and sagas with relative ease, while many other people might struggle. Icelandic has preserved features lost in many other Germanic languages, keeping its grammar and vocabulary much closer to the Old Norse, spoken by those legendary seafarers. As a result, Icelanders enjoy a unique cultural heritage that connects them to their Viking ancestors. It's like having a special key to unlock the stories and wisdom of the past. This preservation effort contributes to a strong sense of identity and pride among Icelanders, highlighting not just their language but their customs and traditions. How cool is it to communicate with history in such a direct way? Did you know Martin Niemöller once supported the Nazis? This fact might shock you, considering Niemöller is best known for his powerful anti-totalitarian poem, First They Came For. While he later became an outspoken critic of the Nazi regime, it's hard to believe that he initially voted for them in 1924, 1928, and 1933. At that time, he identified himself as a self-professed anti-Semite, which adds a complex layer to his later transformation. Niemöller's poem is often cited as a poignant reminder of the importance of standing up against oppression and injustice. He famously expressed regret for not speaking out earlier when his fellow citizens were persecuted, highlighting the dangers of complacency and indifference. Despite his troubled past, Niemöller later became a key figure in the Confessing Church, which opposed Hitler's policies. This dramatic shift showcases how individuals can evolve and advocate for change, even after once supporting harmful ideologies. How do you think his journey influences our views on responsibility and activism today? Here's a wild fact about military recruits. The U.S. military has set a minimum intelligence level for those wishing to join, ensuring that new recruits can handle essential tasks like folding clothes and assembling rifles efficiently. This requirement might surprise many because around 10% of the overall U.S. population doesn't meet this threshold. This means a significant number of individuals would struggle with basic tasks that are necessary for military training. The military recognizes that certain skills are crucial for success in boot camp and beyond, which is why they have this benchmark. For recruits, being able to tackle these skills is just the first step in a much larger journey. It highlights the importance of cognitive abilities in addition to physical fitness, shaping how potential candidates prepare for their future in the armed forces. So what do you think about this surprising aspect of military recruitment? Did you know this about Paris's Arc de Triomphe? The Arc de Triomphe is not just a stunning piece of architecture. It stands as a tribute to the brave souls who fought and died for France during the Napoleonic Wars. Constructed in 1836, this iconic monument boasts a mesmerizing design that showcases intricate sculptures and engravings representing key battles and victories. Located at the top of the Champs-Élysées, it offers an impressive view of one of the world's most famous avenues. Additionally, underneath the arch lies the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, a poignant reminder of the countless individuals who made the ultimate sacrifice for their country. Every evening, a flame is rekindled at this tomb, paying homage to these heroes. As you stroll through Paris, the Arc de Triomphe captures the spirit of resilience and honor, reminding visitors of the sacrifices made throughout history. So the next time you visit this magnificent city, take a moment to appreciate the rich history that this monument embodies. What if I told you about the ultimate boxing tool? The Striker device for boxing training at home is a game changer for athletes of all levels. This compact gadget is designed to fit right into your home, making it easy to practice punches whenever you want. With built-in sensors, it gives real-time feedback on your strikes, helping you refine your technique and increase your speed. Imagine having a personal coach available at all times. Plus, it connects to various apps that track your progress, allowing you to set goals and monitor improvements over time. Whether you're a beginner looking to learn the basics or an experienced boxer striving for perfection, this device offers the professional training experience right at your fingertips. Say goodbye to the hassle of going to the gym and hello to a convenient way to enhance your skills from home, ready to take your boxing to the next level. What saved the iconic cathedral from destruction? In the 19th century, a stunning cathedral faced the terrifying threat of demolition due to years of neglect. Fortunately, thanks to Sir Benjamin Lee Guinness, the heir to the Guinness Brewery, this historic building was lovingly restored in the 1800s. Guinness recognized the cathedral's cultural worth and took action to preserve this gem for future generations. Today, visitors to the cathedral can explore a modern visitor center and museum that tell the fascinating story of Ireland's rich history. Walking through its awe-inspiring architecture, one can feel the echoes of time and heritage that shaped the nation. The cathedral now stands not only as a place of worship, but also as a vibrant cultural heritage site that attracts people from all over the world. Its restoration reflects the importance of valuing and protecting our historical landmarks. So whether you're a history buff or just curious about Ireland's past, this cathedral offers a glimpse into the nation's soul. Guess what really drives rat behavior in emergencies? In a fascinating controlled study, researchers discovered that rats can show incredible empathy. When faced with a dramatic situation where one of their companions was drowning, these clever creatures made a striking choice. They opted to rescue their friend instead of indulging in a tempting treat of chocolate. This unexpected behavior challenges the earlier belief that animals only act based on personal gain. Instead, it suggests that rats possess a level of social cognition and altruism similar to that seen in humans. By prioritizing the well-being of their fellow rat over their own instinct to snack, they demonstrate that the capacity for empathy extends beyond our species. This groundbreaking finding opens new doors for understanding animal emotions and social behavior. Could it be that more animals share this remarkable trait, revealing a deeper connection among living beings? Guess what really drives computer memory innovations? In the early days of computing, tiny magnetic rings called ferrite cores were the key players behind data storage. More than just simple loops, these donut-shaped rings worked wonders by harnessing magnetism to hold information. Imagine wires crisscrossing through these small cores, each one capable of storing data as long as a magnetic field was present. This brilliant design allowed computers to retain information without needing power all the time, making them remarkably efficient for their time. Although modern technology has evolved far beyond ferrite cores, understanding their role helps us appreciate how far we've come in the world of computing. Today, we rely on advanced solid-state drives and cloud storage, but it all began with these simple, yet effective, magnetic rings. Isn't it amazing how innovation builds on the past? Get ready to sleep in a glass room. The Hotel Paradiso Art in Ibiza showcases an incredibly bold and innovative design with its transparent glass room located right in the lobby. This unique concept turns traditional hotel stays on their head by allowing guests to sleep in full view of the bustling surroundings. While it may sound challenging for those who value their privacy, this distinctive space is perfect for extroverted and adventurous travelers looking to connect more closely with their environment. Imagine waking up and watching the sun rise through sparkling glass while being surrounded by the lively spirit of Ibiza. The designers clearly aim to create an unforgettable experience rather than just a place to rest your head. This striking feature not only reflects the vibrant lifestyle of the island, but also encourages a sense of community among guests. However, would you dare to give it a try and embrace the spectacle outside your cozy sleeping space? Guess what triggered 23 million emails in one day? In 2015, a simple mistake led to a colossal email storm at Thomson Reuters, one of the world's leading news organizations. An employee in the Philippines accidentally sent a phone reactivation request to over 33,000 colleagues. This error spiraled out of control, triggering a chain reaction that resulted in nearly 23 million email messages being generated in just 7 hours. Can you imagine the chaos? As everyone started replying, the average employee's inbox flooded with responses, creating a significant interruption to daily operations. The incident highlighted the potential consequences of digital miscommunication and served as a crucial reminder of the importance of double-checking before hitting send. Businesses often rely heavily on emails for communication, but this event showcased how easily things can go awry. Believe it or not, you meet killers every day. According to research, the average person encounters around 36 killers throughout their lifetime, particularly if they live to be 100 years old. This startling figure suggests that many of these dangerous individuals blend into society, often hiding in plain sight. While we might think of murderers as extreme outliers, statistics tell a different story. Many may never face justice, leaving their crimes unsolved. These individuals could be anyone: a stranger on the street, a neighbor, or even someone working in your community. Understanding this chilling reality highlights the importance of awareness and safety in our daily lives. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? While the vast majority of people are good, the danger can be lurking close by, reminding us to stay vigilant and never underestimate the unpredictability of the world around us. Did you know the royal family was once German? In a historical twist, the British royal family changed their name from the House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha to Windsor due to rising anti-German sentiment during World War I. As tensions escalated, Germany became seen as the primary enemy, making the royal family's German roots politically sensitive. To avoid backlash and strengthen national unity, King George V made a bold move on July 17, 1917, issuing a royal proclamation that officially adopted the name Windsor, inspired by Windsor Castle, one of the monarchy's cherished residences. This switch was more than a name change. It reflected a broader desire for solidarity among the British public, who were rallying against the war. It's fascinating to see how names can carry such weight in history. What do you think about this royal decision? You might be shocked to learn that cans took so long. The tin can was invented in 1810, transforming how we store and preserve food. It allowed for longer shelf life while keeping food fresh, but there was a catch. Imagine a world where your favorite soup is safely sealed in a can, but you have no easy way to get to it. That's right. People had to rely on tools like hammers and chisels to pry open these metal containers for the next 48 years. This clunky method made mealtime complicated, and many chose to forego canned goods altogether. It wasn't until 1858 that the invention of the can opener finally made its debut, making life so much easier. With this handy tool, anyone can enjoy the convenience of canned foods without the struggle. This quirky gap shows how innovation sometimes takes its sweet time. Isn't it fascinating how these inventions change the way we eat? Let's uncover the truth about seatbelts. This crucial safety feature is based on Newton's first law of motion, which states that an object in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. Imagine you're driving and suddenly hit the brakes. Without a seatbelt, your body would keep moving forward at the same speed as the car was traveling. This means that in a crash, you could be thrown from your seat or collide violently with the steering wheel or windshield. Seatbelts provide the necessary force to keep your body restrained in the event of such an impact, significantly reducing the risk of serious injuries or fatalities. They are designed to distribute the force of a collision over stronger parts of your body, like your chest and pelvis. So next time you buckle up, remember that this simple action can save your life. Why take the risk? Can you believe how much combat changed? During World War II, the average infantryman fighting in the South Pacific faced around 8 days of combat each year. This intense but limited exposure was quite different from what soldiers would later experience during the Vietnam War. In Vietnam, troops encountered nearly 240 days of combat in a single year. This staggering increase reflects the shift in warfare strategies and technology, as well as the nature of the conflicts. While World War II battles often relied on large-scale engagements, Vietnam saw guerrilla tactics and prolonged skirmishes that kept soldiers in active combat for much longer periods. The psychological and physical toll of such a demanding combat schedule was profound for those who served in Vietnam. Soldiers had to adapt to constant danger and stress, significantly impacting their mental health and overall experience. What a drastic change in just a couple of decades. Hard to believe, but McDonald's had its own playing cards. Back in the late 1970s, McDonald's introduced a unique deck of cards that featured food-related themes. Instead of traditional kings and queens, their deck had the queen representing the iconic Big Mac burger and the king symbolizing the classic French fries. This clever twist was a fantastic marketing strategy aimed at engaging customers without directly competing with other brands. By showcasing their signature menu items in a fun and playful way, McDonald's not only captured attention, but also added a memorable experience to visits. Each card boasted bright illustrations and catchy slogans, making the deck collectible for fans of the fast food giant. It's fascinating to think how a fast food chain came up with such a creative twist on a timeless game. Would you collect a set if they brought it back? This might surprise you. Marketing beats research in pharma. In the world of pharmaceuticals, companies are investing almost twice as much in marketing as they are in research and development. Specifically, a staggering 24% of their budget goes to marketing efforts, while only 13% is allocated for R&D. This reveals a striking focus on promotion rather than on discovering new treatments or improving existing ones. Why does this matter? When companies spend so much on advertising, patients and healthcare providers may be inundated with information about medications, but might not see the same level of investment directed toward breakthrough therapies or innovative solutions for unmet medical needs. The marketing tactics range from flashy advertisements to persuasive promotions, greatly influencing public perception and choice. This raises questions about priorities in the healthcare sector and whether the push for profit is overshadowing the mission to improve lives through genuine medical advancements. Shouldn't more emphasis be placed on developing life-saving drugs instead of selling them? You won't believe this about paper money. The introduction of paper currency transformed trade, especially along the famous Silk Road, where merchants exchanged silk, spices, and precious goods. Before paper money, people relied heavily on coins or barter systems, which made large transactions tricky and often cumbersome. With the use of paper notes, trading became simpler and faster, allowing for big deals without the need to weigh and count coins. However, this shift wasn't without challenges. Relying on paper instead of tangible assets raised questions about trust and value. What happens if the notes lose their worth or get counterfeited? As trade expanded and economies grew, managing this new monetary system became crucial. People had to navigate the balance of supply and demand, ensuring their paper currency was accepted everywhere. So while paper money made trading easier, it also opened up a world of new complexities. Prepare to be shocked by the Somme explosion. On July 1st, 1916, during the First World War, one of history's most thunderous events took place at the Battle of the Somme. A massive explosion created a stunning crater, stretching 300 feet wide and plunging 90 feet deep. This enormous bang was so powerful that it could be heard all the way in London, about 140 miles away. At that time, it marked the loudest man-made sound ever recorded, transforming the landscape and shocking the soldiers involved in the battle. The explosion was part of a strategy to break the stalemate of trench warfare, but it also became infamous for the devastation it caused. As one of the darkest chapters in military history, the Battle of the Somme symbolizes the horror of war, and the deafening sound of that explosion echoes in history books, reminding us of the technological advances and tragedies of the time. Can you imagine a sea slug that's this cute? The sheepdog is an enchanting little marine creature that lives in the warm waters surrounding Japan, the Philippines, and Indonesia. Measuring just about 10 millimeters long, This tiny sea slug captures the hearts of many with its distinctly adorable features, including small protuberances on its head. These protuberances aren't just for show, they act as chemical sensors, helping the sheepdog locate food in its underwater habitat. With its unique appearance and playful behavior, it has become one of the ocean's cutest inhabitants. The sheepdog is part of a fascinating ecosystem, showcasing the diverse life that thrives beneath the waves. Observing this little slug gliding through the water can feel like watching a tiny, graceful dancer perform in a vibrant underwater ballet. It's incredible to think that such a small creature can bring so much joy and curiosity to marine life enthusiasts. Isn't it amazing how nature creates such delightful surprises in the deep blue sea? Can you believe you're taller in the morning? Studies show that people actually measure about 1 centimeter taller right after waking up compared to in the evening. This fascinating change in height happens because of the compression of the spine during the day. When you stand or sit for long periods, gravity pulls down on your vertebrae. As you move around and bear weight, the discs between your spinal bones get squished. However, while you sleep, your spine can decompress. Fluid seeps back into your spinal discs, making them plumper and giving you that extra height. So it's not just a myth. Your body really does shrink a little by the end of the day. This is a normal part of human anatomy, showing how our bodies adapt to daily activities. Next time you reach for that top shelf in the morning, remember you might be at your peak height. Why exactly does Quelo National Park mesmerize visitors? Nestled in southern Chile, this stunning park features a remarkable hanging glacier that seems to defy gravity, floating gracefully over a steep cliff. As the sun shines on the ice, it melts, sending streams of water cascading down into the lush valley below. This natural spectacle creates a mesmerizing blend of blues and whites in the glacier, contrasting beautifully with the vibrant greens of the surrounding landscape. The sight is so captivating that many hikers and nature lovers come from far and wide to witness it firsthand. Every summer, the glacier continues to shrink due to warming temperatures, reminding us of the pressing issue of climate change. With its unique beauty and urgent message, Quelo National Park isn't just a feast for the eyes. It sparks conversations about our planet's health too. Who wouldn't want to experience such a breathtaking wonder? Did you know tsunamis can race at 500 miles per hour? This incredible speed is on par with a jet plane flying high in the sky. When a tsunami is triggered, often by underwater earthquakes, the energy produced by the shifting tectonic plates sends powerful waves rippling across the ocean. These waves can move swiftly through deep waters, barely noticeable at sea. However, as they approach shore, their speed decreases, but their height dramatically increases. Imagine standing on the beach, unaware of the approaching wave that could tower over 100 feet high. Tsunamis can cover vast distances, traveling from one side of the ocean to the other in just a matter of hours. Understanding their speed and the danger they pose can be the difference between safety and disaster. So next time you hear about a tsunami warning, remember just how quickly those waves can come crashing in. Prepare to be amazed by how you feel wetness. Actually, humans don't have special wetness detectors in our skin like you might expect. So how do we know when something is wet? Our bodies rely on our other senses, primarily touch and temperature. When you touch a wet surface, your skin senses the chill of the water, and this temperature change signals your brain that it's likely wet. Furthermore, the feeling of moisture increases our awareness. Think about walking barefoot on grass. It feels different when it's soaked in rain. Our brain combines these sensory cues to interpret the feeling of wetness. Isn't it fascinating how our body adapts? This clever workaround allows us to interact with our environment more effectively. So the next time you notice something feels wet, remember it's a combination of temperature and touch doing all the work. Here's a wild fact about Dragon Hole. Dragon Hole, or the Eye of the Sea, is the deepest blue hole on our planet, located in the southern part of the South China Sea. It plunges more than 1,000 feet deep, making it a mesmerizing natural wonder that has both scientists and explorers captivated. Despite numerous expeditions attempting to reach its elusive bottom, no one has yet succeeded, which adds an air of mystery to this underwater marvel. The hole not only showcases astonishing geological features, but also supports a variety of marine life, drawing attention to the importance of marine ecosystems. Imagine being part of a team trying to discover what lies at the very bottom. With advanced technology and persistent curiosity, who knows what secrets await in the depths of Dragonhole? Could it be holding undiscovered species or ancient artifacts? The intrigue of the Eye of the Sea continues to inspire explorers worldwide. Here's a wild fact about Ivan the Terrible. Ivan IV, who ruled Russia in the 1500s, was the first person to officially hold the title of Tsar. This title, derived from the Latin word Caesar, signified his authority and ambitions to be a sovereign ruler. Known for his fierce and sometimes ruthless governance, Ivan worked to centralize power in Russia and diminish the influence of the nobility. He was famous for his unpredictable behavior, leading to both reforms and widespread fear among his subjects. One notable event during his reign was the establishment of the Oprichnina, a state policy that allowed him to eliminate opponents through various means, including violence. Ivan's reign marked a pivotal period in Russian history, laying the groundwork for future czars. Despite his harsh methods, he also contributed to cultural and territorial expansion, unifying Russia under a single ruler. The impact of his rule is still debated today. How do you think he shaped modern Russia? Why exactly does a starfish eat with its stomach? Unlike most animals, starfish have a fascinating way of digesting their food that sets them apart in the ocean world. Instead of munching their meals the traditional way, starfish can actually pull their stomachs out through their mouths. They use this unusual ability to wrap their stomachs around their prey, often targeting mollusks like clams and oysters. Once their stomach is outside their body, it releases digestive enzymes that break down the food into a soupy mixture, which the starfish then absorbs through its body. This method not only allows them to consume prey that is otherwise hard to crack open, but also makes them incredibly effective hunters. So next time you see a starfish, remember that it has a remarkable and rather strange eating technique that helps it thrive in its underwater habitat. This might surprise you. Your tongue has 10,000 taste buds. Did you know that these tiny sensory organs help us enjoy everything from sweet chocolate to tangy lemons? Each taste bud is packed with cells that detect different flavors, including sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and umami. What's even more fascinating is that these taste buds don't last forever. They regenerate every 2 weeks. This means your ability to savor your favorite foods stays sharp throughout your life. So whether you're indulging in a juicy burger or sipping a hot cup of tea, your taste buds are working tirelessly to enhance your experience. Have you ever thought about how crucial they are to enjoying meals? Every bite and sip is a delightful adventure, thanks to the incredible work of these tiny yet powerful organs. How amazing is it that our bodies constantly refresh our taste experience? Imagine standing in 4 states at once. At the 4 corners, you can literally experience this unique phenomenon where Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico meet. Located in the southwestern United States, this is the only spot in the country where 4 states converge, making it a popular destination for tourists and adventure seekers alike. Visitors can have their picture taken at the marker that signifies the exact point, often posing with limbs in different states. The area is rich in Native American culture, surrounded by beautiful landscapes, including the stunning red rock formations of the Southwest. While you're there, you can enjoy local art, crafts, and traditional food from nearby tribes, making for a well-rounded visit. Each state has its own distinct character and attractions, from Utah's national parks to Arizona's Grand Canyon, Colorado's mountains, and New Mexico's vibrant culture. So whether you're a geography buff or just looking for a fun photo op, 4 Corners offers a unique way to celebrate the diverse beauty of the U.S. Get ready to discover Shakespeare's mysterious witches. In one of his iconic plays, Shakespeare's witches famously chant about the Eye of Newt. While it sounds like a bizarre ingredient, this phrase actually served as a clever code for various herbs and plants. Instead of real newts, these witches were likely referring to more common items like mustard seed and holly leaves, ingredients that were familiar to the audience of the time. This intriguing detail highlights how Shakespeare layered his work with symbolism and hidden meanings, allowing audiences to engage in a deeper understanding of the characters and their motives. The witches, often seen as symbols of chaos and unpredictability, used this coded language to invoke both fear and fascination. It also reflects the importance of nature and herbalism in the everyday lives of people in the Elizabethan era. So the next time you hear that strange phrase, remember that Shakespeare used it to draw on the natural world and create a sense of mystery and magic. Isn't it fascinating how language can transform ordinary plants into symbols of the supernatural? Hard to believe, but marine animals scrape rocks for food. This fascinating behavior can be seen in species like sea urchins and certain fish, which possess specialized teeth designed for grasping and scraping algae off rocky surfaces. These teeth are not just ordinary. They function like natural tools to help these creatures thrive in their underwater habitats. By adapting to various rock types in their environment, these animals maximize their chances of finding food in different ocean areas. This unique feeding strategy is essential for their survival, as algae provide vital nutrients. Without their scraping abilities, many marine animals would struggle to find enough food, highlighting the incredible link between their anatomy and their ecological needs. So next time you're at the beach, consider the unseen world of these remarkable creatures and how they play a crucial role in their ecosystem. Why does the rockfish excel at camouflage? This incredible fish, found in tropical Australian waters, has developed a stunning ability to blend into its environment. Its body is not just long and streamlined, but also colored in patterns that mimic the rocky reefs and corals around it. This camouflage makes it almost invisible to both its prey and potential predators, greatly enhancing its hunting efficiency. With its large eye, the rockfish can spot even the slightest movements of smaller creatures nearby, allowing for stealthy strikes. By remaining hidden, it can ambush unsuspecting fish, making it an effective predator. This clever adaptation to its surroundings showcases the fascinating ways species evolve to survive in diverse ecosystems. So the next time you're by the ocean, remember the rockfish and its amazing ability to disappear into the underwater world. Is it really true that giraffes outlast camels without water? Surprisingly, they can. Giraffes can survive for weeks without a drink, thriving in their natural habitats by cleverly getting moisture from the leaves, fruits, and flowers they munch on. Their favorite snack, acacia trees, are packed with water, providing them with a tasty source of hydration. While camels are famous for their ability to go long stretches without drinking, giraffes actually hold the record for survival time. This unique adaptation helps them navigate the dry savannas of Africa, where finding fresh water can be a challenge. Not only can giraffes survive on minimal water, but their long necks also allow them to reach higher branches, giving them access to food that many other animals can't reach. So the next time you see a giraffe, remember how amazing their bodies are at adapting to their environment. Discover the surprising truth about peaches and nectarines. You might think these fruits are worlds apart, but they're actually nearly identical at the genetic level. Both peaches and nectarines belong to the Prunus genus and share a delightful range of flavors as well as the same growing conditions. The key difference lies in a single gene responsible for their skin texture. Peaches have that classic fuzzy exterior, while nectarines boast smooth skin. This unique genetic variation contributes to nectarines often having a firmer texture and a more intense flavor profile, thanks to higher sugar and acidity levels. So the next time you enjoy a juicy peach or a sweet nectarine, remember that these delicious fruits are just a tiny genetic tweak apart. Isn't it fascinating how nature works in such intriguing ways? Here's a wild fact about penguins. Did you know that a group of penguins is called a colony? These fascinating birds often come together in large numbers, especially during breeding seasons. This gathering serves multiple purposes. Not only is it a way for them to find mates, but it also offers safety in numbers. In the chilly environments where many penguins live, like Antarctica, being part of a colony helps protect against predators and harsh weather. While huddling together, they keep each other warm and take turns being on the outer edges of the group, where the cold wind hits hardest. Colonies can be quite massive, with thousands of penguins congregating, creating a lively scene of honking and flapping wings. So next time you see these adorable waddlers on screen or in books, remember their social life. A colony is more than just a group. It's a survival strategy. Most people don't know this, but onions make you cry. When you slice an onion, a sulfur-based compound called synpropanethyl S-oxide is released into the air. This gas irritates the eyes, leading them to produce tears as a defense mechanism against potential threats. It's nature's way of protecting the plant from pests that might munch on it. Interestingly, this reaction isn't just annoying, it serves a purpose. Fortunately, there are ways to minimize the tears. Chilling onions in the fridge before cutting them can slow down the release of that tear-inducing compound. Another clever trick is to cut onions underwater, which keeps the gas from reaching your eyes. So the next time you find yourself shedding tears over dinner prep, remember that those onions are just doing their job to ward off invaders. Who knew cooking could be such a battlefield? Believe it or not, Romans loved graffiti too. In ancient Rome, public spaces, especially bathhouses, were often vibrant with graffiti. These writings weren't just doodles, they were personal messages that provided a glimpse into the lives of everyday Romans. One eye-catching example reads, "Adamus got me pregnant," showing that graffiti often involved intimate stories or gossip. Far from being simple scrawls, these inscriptions served multiple purposes: marking territory, sharing news, or even expressing feelings. Graffiti allowed individuals to communicate with future generations, much like social media does today. Wealthy households and public forums often had walls covered in these witty, humorous, or sometimes scandalous messages, giving us a fun window into their culture. In this way, graffiti was an art form and a social commentary, revealing how Romans navigated their lives, relationships, and identities amidst bustling urban life. Is it really true Hagia Sophia changed many times? Built in 537 AD, Hagia Sophia is one of the most remarkable architectural feats in history. Originally constructed as a grand Christian cathedral during the reign of Byzantine Emperor Justinian III, it stood as the largest cathedral in the world for almost a millennium. Imagine worshiping in a place filled with stunning mosaics and soaring domes, echoing with the voices of countless faithful. In 1453, after the Ottoman conquest of Constantinople, it transformed into a mosque, reflecting the city's new identity. This majestic building continued to serve as a mosque until 1935, when it was secularized and opened as a museum. Standing in Hagia Sophia today, you can still feel its rich history as it weaves together stories of faith, power, and cultural transformation. Isn't it fascinating how one structure can embody such diverse narratives? Ever wondered why the Ashes Trophy is so famous? Cricket, a beloved sport in countries like India, Pakistan, Australia, and England, isn't just about quick matches. Some can stretch up to 5 whole days. Among the most prestigious competitions in cricket is the Ashes Trophy, which showcases a fierce rivalry between England and Australia. This historic contest started way back in 1882, when Australia won their first test on English soil, igniting what would become one of the most celebrated rivalries in sports history. The name Ashes came about after a mock obituary was published, declaring English cricket dead and its remains to be cremated, symbolizing the desire to regain the trophy. Fans across the globe tune in to witness this epic showdown, where each team fights not just for the trophy, but also for national pride. So whether you're a die-hard fan or a curious newcomer, the Ashes offers thrilling drama and rich history. Did you know that Cuba has more doctors than the UK? With an impressive ratio of 9 doctors for every 1,000 people, Cuba outshines the UK, which has only 2.7 doctors per 1,000 inhabitants. This remarkable healthcare system is a point of national pride, reflecting Cuba's commitment to health education and accessible medical care for all its citizens. Interestingly, many of these skilled Cuban doctors work abroad, showcasing their expertise in over 65 different countries. Approximately 70,000 Cuban medical professionals have taken their talents globally, offering vital assistance, especially in underserved areas facing healthcare shortages. The Cuban model emphasizes preventative care and community-based practices, resulting in excellent health outcomes. So, while the UK may have fewer doctors per person, Cuba's unique approach to healthcare and international medical collaboration truly sets it apart. What can we learn from Cuba's healthcare system? You won't believe this about Great Britain's Olympics. Great Britain ranks as the third most successful country in the world when it comes to winning Olympic medals. This impressive achievement highlights the nation's vibrant sporting culture and rich history in both the summer and winter games. Since the modern Olympics began in 1896, British athletes have demonstrated incredible talent and determination, bringing home a staggering number of medals across various sports. From legendary champions like Sir Chris Hoy in cycling to Jessica Ennis-Hill in heptathlon, the nation has produced athletes who not only excel at their sports, but also inspire future generations. What's even more fascinating is how Great Britain's diverse sporting success spans traditional events like rowing and boxing to winter sports like curling and skiing. With every Olympic Games, the country continues to showcase its prowess and commitment to sports, making fans eagerly anticipate what incredible feats are next. Can you imagine that drinking alcohol doesn't kill brain cells? It's a common myth that has scared many of us. While excessive and chronic drinking can indeed harm your brain and impair your thinking abilities, moderate alcohol consumption isn't as destructive as you might think. In reality, alcohol primarily messes with neurotransmitters, which are the chemical messengers in your brain. This disruption can lead to temporary issues with memory and focus, but it doesn't lead to permanent brain cell death. Our brain cells are surprisingly resilient. Research shows that when people enjoy a drink in moderation, their brains continue to function well without suffering the severe damage that heavy drinkers face. So the next time you hear someone claim that a glass of wine is killing brain cells, remember that moderate drinking doesn't carry the same risk as heavy drinking. Isn't it fascinating how our brains work? Let's uncover the truth about wolf weights. Contrary to the myth that wolves can weigh up to 1 million pounds, these majestic creatures have a more reasonable size range. Adult wolves typically weigh between 40 to 175 pounds, depending on their species. The gray wolf, for instance, is one of the largest and can tip the scales at up to 120 pounds. This size helps them thrive in the wild, where they are skilled hunters and social animals that often live in packs. Their weight varies not just among species, but also with their geographic location and the availability of food. In some regions where prey is plentiful, wolves can grow larger, while in harsher environments, they might be smaller. So, while the idea of a million-pound wolf is certainly a wild exaggeration, these animals are still impressively built, showcasing nature's incredible diversity. Isn't it fascinating to learn more about these powerful animals? Let's uncover the truth about cultural ballet. This exciting dance form mixes traditional ballet techniques with regional cultural elements, creating a vibrant experience that showcases the emotions and heritage of diverse communities. Traditional ballet may seem strict and formal, but when enriched with local dance styles, it transforms into something dynamic and expressive. For instance, imagine graceful ballet movements infused with the rhythmic footwork of a folk dance or the storytelling of a cultural performance. This fusion doesn't just entertain, it serves as a living expression of identity, connecting performers and audiences to their cultural roots. Each performance invites viewers to appreciate the beauty of different traditions, making cultural ballet a celebration of diversity. With every leap and turn, dancers not only showcase their skills, but also share the stories and emotions that define their heritage. Isn't it fascinating how dance can bridge cultures? Turns out the truth is that Japan is packed. With a population exceeding 125 million, Japan's density is mind-boggling, especially when you compare it to Montana. While Montana boasts a larger land area, its population is a mere fraction of Japan's, making the latter over 100 times more densely populated. This stark contrast is a striking reminder of the vast open spaces available in Montana, where many people find solace in nature. Imagine wandering through Glacier National Park, with its breathtaking mountains and pristine lakes, or exploring the scenic roads of the Rocky Mountains. In Japan, on the other hand, urban life thrives amidst the hustle and bustle of cities like Tokyo, where every inch is utilized. This means more people share the same space in Japan, creating vibrant and diverse communities. The differences between these two places illustrate how geography shapes lifestyles and experiences. Which way of life would you prefer? Guess what really drives this unique pet hair yarn? Lana Deconin, a creative company, lets pet owners turn their furry friend's hair into something extraordinary. Imagine gathering your pet's shedding fur, sending it to Lana Deconin, and receiving back a beautiful spool of yarn. This yarn isn't just any ordinary material, it carries a special connection to your pet. Many people cherish their pets as family members, and this innovative service helps capture a bit of that essence. With the yarn, you can knit personalized clothing items, from cozy sweaters to warm scarves, all infused with your pet's presence. It's a touching way to honor their companionship. Plus, this service promotes sustainable practices by giving a new life to pet hair that would otherwise be discarded. So not only do you get a unique item, but you also contribute to eco-friendly crafting. Doesn't that sound like a wonderful way to keep your beloved pet close, even when they're not by your side? Is it really true that kids' songs dominate YouTube? It's astonishing, but 4 out of the 5 most watched videos on YouTube are children's music. This phenomenon reveals just how captivating children's songs can be to audiences worldwide, especially in our digital age. Take Baby Shark, for example. This catchy tune has become a global sensation with billions of views. Another huge hit is Cocomelin's Bath Song, which also climbed to the top of the charts, proving that young kids and their parents can't get enough of these playful melodies. What's even more interesting is that the only video in the top 5 that doesn't belong to the children's genre is Luis Fonsi's vibrant hit, Despacito. This juxtaposition highlights not only the massive appeal of kids' music, but also how children wield significant influence over streaming trends. So the next time you hear a familiar tune that your little ones love, remember that it might just be the next viral sensation on YouTube. How do you think these catchy songs manage to capture such a huge audience? Guess what causes a blue skin tint? Methemoglobinemia is a rare condition that gives some people a striking bluish tint to their skin, known as cyanosis. This unusual hue happens due to a buildup of methemoglobin in the blood. Unlike your typical hemoglobin, which efficiently carries oxygen in our bodies, methemoglobin is unable to perform this vital task. People can inherit this condition, making it hereditary, or it can develop due to certain external factors. For example, exposure to specific chemicals, like those found in industrial environments, can trigger the risk of developing methemoglobinemia. While it might sound alarming, many people with this condition can lead normal lives, especially if diagnosed early. Treatment options vary, ranging from avoiding the triggers to using medications that can help convert methemoglobin back to regular hemoglobin. This fascinating example of how our bodies can react to genetics and environmental influences raises intriguing questions about our health and the ways we can manage it. Prepare to be amazed by Johan's lottery luck. Winning the lottery once is already a thrilling experience, but imagine doing it 4 times. Johan has managed this incredible feat, capturing the attention and curiosity of many. People are talking, wondering what his secret might be. Is it luck, magic, or perhaps an unusual charm? What adds to the intrigue is Johan's distinct appearance, which makes him even more memorable. His striking looks have made him somewhat of a local celebrity, with fans eager to hear his story. Many flock to see him, hoping to catch a glimpse of the man who beats the odds repeatedly. As rumors swirl about his successes, some speculate that he might have a lucky ritual or a favorite number. Others simply admire his uncanny knack for winning. So what do you think is behind Johan's extraordinary winning streak? What if you could soar like a bird? Wingsuit flying is an exhilarating extreme sport that melds skydiving with gliding. Imagine leaping from a plane and immediately transforming into a human bird. The wingsuits used in this daring activity have special membranes stretched between the arms and legs, effectively turning the body into a glider. This design enables participants to glide over stunning landscapes, including majestic mountains and vast valleys, at incredible speeds. As you swoop through the sky, the rush of wind against your face is a thrilling reminder of the freedom of flight. Safety measures are critical, and most wingsuit flyers undergo rigorous training and experience in skydiving before taking to the skies. With each jump, athletes seek to master their technique, honing skills to navigate the air currents and land safely. For those adventurous spirits who crave adrenaline and the open sky, wingsuit flying offers a unique experience unlike any other. Are you ready to feel the thrill of flying? Guess what really drives the largest volcano? Tamu Massif is the biggest volcano in the Pacific Ocean, and it's quite a sight. Imagine a volcanic formation so enormous that it's roughly the size of Great Britain. Located about 994 miles east of Japan, this underwater giant stretches out for miles, making it a true marvel of geology. Its summit lies approximately 6,496 feet below the surface, hidden from the everyday observer's gaze. But what's fascinating is how Tamu Massif formed. It's created by a series of volcanic eruptions that happened over millions of years, layering lava and creating a massive shield structure. These shield volcanoes are known for their broad, gently sloping sides and, unlike the steep profiles of their more explosive cousins, they quietly build up over time. Scientists study Tamu Massif to learn more about underwater volcanic activity, which can influence oceanic ecosystems and even global climate patterns. Could this hidden giant hold secrets to Earth's volcanic past and our planet's evolution? Can you imagine a diary of war and loss? Peter Hagendorf, a German mercenary during the 30 Years' War, recorded a life filled with trauma and survival in his diary. Instead of just focusing on battles and politics, his writings reveal deeply personal experiences, including the heart-wrenching deaths of his children and the chaos surrounding him. The 30 Years' War, which lasted from 1618 to 1648, was one of Europe's most devastating conflicts, marked by widespread violence and suffering. Hagendorf's entries shine a light on how ordinary individuals endured profound grief amid the backdrop of war. His descriptions of abduction and violence provide a haunting glimpse into the daily challenges faced by those swept up in conflict. With each page, we witness not only the horrors of battle, but also the very human cost of war. This diary serves as a poignant reminder of history's darker chapters, illustrating how personal stories can connect us to the past. What can we learn from Hagendorf's powerful reflections? Can you imagine that Earth's inner core is larger? The Earth's inner core, which is mainly made up of iron and nickel, has a surprising twist. It's actually a bit bigger than the planet's surface. This fascinating phenomenon is called superrotation, where the inner core spins at a different speed than the rest of the planet. This difference is due to the complex interactions between the core and Earth's magnetic field. And these interactions play a crucial role in shaping our planet's geology. For instance, they influence volcanic activity and tectonic movements, affecting everything from mountain formation to earthquakes. Furthermore, the compression of the magnetic field helps protect us from harmful solar radiation. Isn't it incredible how these hidden processes beneath our feet play such a vital role in keeping our planet dynamic and life-sustaining? What other secrets does the Earth hold? Why do dogs pant to cool down in summer? Dogs have some fascinating ways to keep cool, especially when the temperatures rise. While you might think that panting is the main trick up their sleeve, dogs also sweat through their foot pads. This unique secondary cooling method helps them release heat and stay comfortable. On hot days, you might notice damp paw prints left behind by your pup, a sure sign that they're working hard to keep their bodies at the right temperature. Just like we might cool off with a cold drink or a dip in the pool, your dog can benefit from a cool rinse for their paws. This extra help can really make a difference during sweltering summer months. So next time you see your furry friend panting and leaving little puddles behind, remember they're doing their best to stay cool and happy. Knowing how dogs manage heat can help us take better care of them during hot weather, keeping them playful and healthy all season long. Isn't it amazing how they beat the heat? Discover the surprising slippery dickfish species. This intriguing creature, known scientifically as Halichoerus bivitatus, lives exclusively in the shallow tropical waters of the western Atlantic Ocean. Often overlooked, the slippery dick is famous for its striking colors and playful behavior. This fish can change its hue as it matures, showcasing vibrant shades of green, yellow, and blue. You might spot them darting among coral reefs, where they skillfully hide from predators and seek out tasty crustaceans. The slippery dick gets its unusual name from its slippery skin, which helps it escape capture. These fish are also social, often seen in small groups, contributing to the lively ecosystem of marine life. So next time you dip your toes in the ocean, remember there's a fascinating world beneath the waves where the slippery dick swims freely. Who knew such a colorful fish existed in our oceans? Have you ever wondered why the Eiffel Tower has steps? The iconic Eiffel Tower has a whopping total of 1,710 steps, but don't get too excited if you want to climb all the way to the top. Visitors can only trek up to the second floor, which is around 674 steps high. The upper staircase, reserved strictly for maintenance, remains off-limits to the public. So why is this the case? Well, safety is a major concern. The management prefers to keep the views and experience enjoyable without overwhelming visitors with a long, exhausting climb. Plus, the second floor offers fantastic panoramic views of Paris, making it a perfect spot for photos and exploration. If you're feeling adventurous, don't hesitate to conquer those 674 steps. Walking up can be a memorable experience as you take in the sights and sounds of one of the world's most famous landmarks. Stalingrad, the turning point of World War II. This monumental battle unfolded from August 1942 to February 1943 and became one of the bloodiest confrontations in history, with casualties estimated between 1.2 to 2.5 million people. As the German Sixth Army pushed deep into the city, they faced fierce urban warfare that resulted in brutal hand-to-hand combat. The situation worsened as the harsh winter brought severe cold, leading to widespread starvation and increased suffering. Despite these daunting challenges, the Soviet defenders showed incredible determination and resilience. In a stunning development, the Soviet Red Army managed to encircle the German forces, effectively cutting off their supplies and reinforcements. This key victory did more than just stop the German advance. It marked a significant turning point in World War II. Following Stalingrad, the Soviet Union launched a series of offensives that would ultimately push the Nazis back, changing the course of the war and altering the fate of Europe. Did you know Africa has the Nile and the Sahara? This might surprise you. Africa is not only the cradle of civilization, but also home to the world's longest river, the Nile, stretching about 435 miles. Flowing through 11 countries, including Egypt and Sudan, the Nile has been a lifeline for communities for thousands of years. It's famous for its historical significance, supporting ancient civilizations and agriculture. Meanwhile, the Sahara, the largest hot desert on Earth, covers an astounding 9.2 million square kilometers, roughly the size of the entire United States. This vast desert is known for its breathtaking landscapes, unique wildlife, and diverse cultures that thrive in its challenging environment. Together, the Nile and the Sahara showcase Africa's incredible natural diversity and rich history. Isn't it fascinating how these two colossal features shape the continent? Believe it or not, the chicken came first. This surprising conclusion comes from scientists who have studied the creation of eggshells. You might think that an egg must always come before the chicken, but it turns out there's a special protein called ovoclidin 17 that is essential for forming that hard, protective eggshell. Only hens can produce this protein, which means they must exist first to make eggs. So when we ponder this age-old question, it's fascinating to realize that the origin of the chicken is tied directly to its role in egg production. Evolutionary changes led to the modern hen we know today, but without those hens around, there would be no eggs to speak of. This discovery has flipped our traditional thinking on its head, sparking fun debates among scientists and egg enthusiasts alike. So next time you crack open an egg, remember, it had to come from a chicken first. What if I told you laughter can be dangerous? Intense laughter, often seen as a sign of joy, can sometimes carry unexpected health risks. While we usually think of laughter as a natural stress reliever that brings happiness and connection, it's important to understand its potential downsides. In rare cases, excessive or uncontrollable laughter can lead to serious issues like a heart attack or even suffocation. This occurs because laughter increases your heart rate and oxygen demand, putting extra stress on your cardiovascular system. For those with pre-existing heart conditions, this sudden spike can be harmful. Additionally, when laughter is so intense that it disrupts your breathing, it can lead to a dangerous situation known as laughter-induced syncope, where someone might faint. So while it's great to enjoy a good laugh, be mindful of how it affects your body. Could those hearty chuckles come with a hidden warning? Is it really true that a boy fought in World War I? It might sound unbelievable, but Momcilo Gavric was just 8 years old when he joined the Serbian army during the Great War. After losing his family in the devastating conflict, he became a soldier, taking on the roles of both messenger and combatant. Despite his tender age, Momcilo showed extraordinary courage and resourcefulness, navigating dangerous battlefields to deliver critical messages and support his fellow soldiers. His story highlights the staggering experiences many face during wartime, especially innocent children pulled into adult conflicts. Momcilo's bravery, serving in one of history's most brutal wars, sparks many questions about childhood and resilience in the face of unimaginable challenges. How could such a young boy be so brave? Here's something incredible about turkey vultures. These fascinating birds have a unique defense mechanism called defensive vomiting. When threatened by predators, turkey vultures can project their foul-smelling stomach contents up to 10 feet away. This remarkable strategy serves two main purposes. It not only repulses potential attackers with its awful stench, but also creates a messy distraction. Being scavengers, these birds typically eat decaying animals, causing their stomachs to contain materials that are particularly vile. So when a turkey vulture uses this tactic, it's not just a surprise for the predator, it also helps the vulture escape to safety. Imagine encountering a bird that can defend itself in such an unusual way. It's a striking example of how some species have evolved fascinating adaptations to survive in the wild. Next time you see a turkey vulture soaring overhead, remember that beneath their calm exterior lies an extraordinary ability to fend off dangers with an unexpected and gross tool. What if I told you tequila can have a worm? This curious addition to some lower-end tequila brands is not just a quirky marketing gimmick, it's a fascinating piece of tequila folklore. The legend goes that adding a worm to the bottle somehow enhances the drink's flavor or even adds a bit of mystique. While you won't find this in premium brands, many people associate this practice with the more budget-friendly options available. The worm, actually the larva of a moth known as the red worm, is often preserved in mezcal, a cousin of tequila. For some, consuming the worm is a rite of passage or a party trick, sparking conversations among friends. It's essential to note that not all mezcals or tequilas have the worm, only specific brands choose to include it. So if you ever come across a tequila bottle with this unusual extra, you're in for a quirky experience. Whether you try it or just enjoy the story behind it, the worm in tequila is surely an unforgettable aspect of drinking culture. Let's uncover the truth about insect-inspired lenses. These remarkable experimental lenses mimic the compound eyes of insects, which are known for their ability to see a broad spectrum of the world around them. Unlike our own eyes that focus on a single image, these lenses allow wearers to take in countless tiny views at once, showcasing an almost kaleidoscopic perspective. Imagine walking down the street and seeing everything from hundreds of angles simultaneously. It's a unique blend of beauty and confusion. While these lenses aren't practical for everyday use, they open up exciting possibilities for fields like virtual reality and photography. It's fascinating to think how this technology could influence the way we design cameras, or even enhance our understanding of visual perception in both humans and animals. So, how could such insect-inspired innovations change the way we explore our world? Can you imagine the world's oldest musical instrument? The Hohlfels flute, discovered in 2008 in southern Germany, is a remarkable piece of history that dates back a staggering 35,000 to 40,000 years. This ancient flute was unearthed in the Hohlfels cave, not far from the town of Schalklingen, and it provides us a unique glimpse into the lives of our prehistoric ancestors. Made from the wing bone of a vulture, this instrument suggests that early humans had a sense of creativity and artistry long before recorded history. Imagine gathering around a fire with fellow cave dwellers, while one person plays enchanting melodies on this bone flute, possibly as a form of communication or ritual. The discovery of such an ancient instrument helps researchers understand the cultural practices of early humans, showing that music may have played a vital role in their social lives. So how did our ancestors use music? What stories could this flute tell if it could speak? Here's a wild fact about berries you'll love. Did you know that not all berries are created equal? The term berry can be quite misleading as it refers to a specific botanical classification. For example, a banana is technically a berry, while strawberries and raspberries aren't. True berries develop from a single ovary of a flower and typically have seeds embedded in their flesh. This means that grapes, blueberries, and even kiwis fit the berry category. Location plays a huge role too. The climate determines what kinds of berries thrive in each region. For instance, you'll find cranberries flourishing in cooler areas like Wisconsin, while tropical regions produce delightful fruits like the acai berry. Additionally, the nutritional content can vary significantly among different types of berries. Blueberries are packed with antioxidants, while blackberries offer high vitamin C levels. So next time you enjoy a berry, think about the fascinating story behind its classification and where it comes from. Isn't nature full of surprises? You won't believe this about food scraps. In the impoverished areas of Manila, Philippines, many residents find creative ways to survive. And one of the most fascinating is through a dish called pagpag. This resourceful practice involves collecting food scraps, especially from fast food restaurants. The collected scraps, which can include bones and leftover meat, are thoroughly cleaned and cooked to make them safe for consumption. Remarkably, many locals claim that pagpag tastes surprisingly good. While eating food that others may throw away might sound unappealing to some, the necessity to make ends meet drives these residents to embrace this dish. For those who enjoy pagpag, it not only fills their bellies, but also showcases their resilience and creativity in the face of hardship. How does such a unique dish reflect the culture and struggles of Manila's communities? Did you know Sam Snead won over 80 tournaments? This might surprise you, but Sam Snead holds the record for the most official tournament victories in golf history, with an astounding total of more than 80 wins. Snead, an American professional golfer who dazzled fans from the 1930s through the 1980s, was renowned for his smooth swing and natural talent. His career spanned several decades, during which he not only showcased his prowess on the greens, but also became a beloved figure in the sport. Snead's wins include notable championships like the Masters, which he claimed 3 times, proving his ability to compete at the highest levels. What's remarkable is how his style influenced countless golfers who came after him, making his legacy last beyond his playing days. Golfing's fans and newcomers alike often find inspiration in Snead's achievements. So the next time you hit the greens, remember the incredible journey of Sam Snead and aim for your own record-breaking moments. Why do so many people doubt certain beliefs? This question digs deep into the heart of human nature. People often express skepticism about various ideas, from conspiracy theories to scientific phenomena, leading to intriguing discussions. One reason for this skepticism lies in the way information spreads in our digital age. Social media can amplify doubts, allowing misinformation to flourish. For instance, when people see conflicting reports on important topics like climate change or vaccinations, it often causes confusion and distrust. Additionally, our psychological tendency to favor information that aligns with our existing beliefs, known as confirmation bias, plays a huge role. Instead of embracing new facts, many stick to familiar ideas that feel more comfortable. This trend can spark important debates. Are we better off questioning everything, or are some beliefs worth holding on to? Understanding the reasons behind skepticism is crucial. It helps us navigate discussions, promotes critical thinking, and encourages us to engage with diverse perspectives. So what role does skepticism play in your life? Prepare to be amazed by marathon training. Running a marathon isn't just about putting on your sneakers and hitting the pavement. It's a monumental achievement that requires intense physical and mental preparation. Each marathon stretches over a grueling 42,195 kilometers, pushing runners to their limits. To tackle this distance, athletes spend months honing their stamina and strength, gradually increasing their mileage through a structured training plan. They also focus on nutrition and hydration, learning which foods fuel their bodies best. Mental toughness plays a crucial role too. Coping strategies help runners confront the challenges of long runs, fatigue, and self-doubt. Not to mention the exciting camaraderie built among training partners. Each step reflects their dedication, turning ordinary people into extraordinary marathon finishers. Don't you want to know what it takes to cross that finish line? Believe it or not, ancient doctors had wild ideas. In ancient medicine, particularly during the time of Galen, physicians believed that our health depended on a delicate balance of four bodily humors: blood, yellow bile, black bile, and phlegm. Each humor was thought to correspond to different temperaments and illnesses. For example, too much blood could make someone feel hot and feverish, leading physicians to use bloodletting, a practice where they draw blood to restore balance. If someone had excess yellow bile, they might be treated with purging to remove it from the body. Diet was also a key player. Doctors often adjusted what patients ate to shift the humors. While these methods might sound extreme today, they show how medicine has evolved. Can you imagine a doctor today suggesting a good old-fashioned bleed to make you feel better? Did you know Formula One helmets cost up to $7,000? These incredible helmets are not just any protective gear. They're custom-made masterpieces tailored specifically for each driver. In the world of high-speed racing, safety is crucial, so the helmets are designed with advanced materials to withstand impacts and provide optimal comfort. Each helmet can take weeks to create and often features unique designs reflecting the driver's personality and team colors. While they may seem like a luxury item, the price tag reflects their importance in ensuring driver safety at speeds exceeding 200 mph. Interestingly, some of these helmets are so sought after that they're sold at auctions for significant amounts, attracting collectors and fans alike. This blend of safety, style, and technology makes them a fascinating aspect of Formula One culture. So next time you watch a race, remember the incredible engineering that goes into those helmets and how they protect some of the world's best athletes. Would you ever want to own one? Did you know about the underground river in Puerto Princesa? This captivating natural wonder stretches an incredible 5 miles, making it one of the longest navigable underground rivers in the entire world. Nestled within the stunning landscapes of the Philippines, the Puerto Princesa subterranean river flows gracefully through an enchanting cave that showcases breathtaking stalactites and stalagmites. As you glide along its crystal-clear waters, you're surrounded by dazzling rock formations that have taken thousands of years to form. The river isn't just a visual feast, it also serves as a critical habitat for various species of wildlife, drawing nature enthusiasts and adventurers from around the globe. This UNESCO World Heritage Site offers visitors a unique opportunity to explore a remarkable ecosystem, where the interplay of light and darkness creates a magical atmosphere. The experience of navigating through this subterranean wonder leaves many in awe of nature's artistic power. So, whether you're an explorer at heart or simply seeking beauty in nature, the Puerto Princesa subterranean river is a must-see. Hard to believe, but these doors weigh 44 tons. At California's Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, enormous doors stand as guardians against radiation in the National Ignition Facility. Each door weighs as much as 20 average-sized cars, a staggering 44 tons. These massive barriers are not just for show. They play a critical role in protecting researchers as they conduct complex nuclear fusion experiments. Nuclear fusion is the same process that powers the sun, and harnessing it on Earth could lead to nearly limitless clean energy. To keep scientists safe from the intense radiation generated during these experiments, the design of these doors ensures they can withstand tremendous forces. Imagine the sheer strength and engineering behind constructing such a heavy door. It's fascinating to think about how these colossal structures contribute to groundbreaking scientific advancements and the quest for sustainable energy solutions. What if I told you Staples held secrets during the Cold War? During this tense period, Soviet officials developed clever ways to spot forged passports, and believe it or not, Staples played a critical role. Genuine Soviet passports had staples made from low-quality metal that corroded quickly. This meant that authentic passports showed signs of wear and tear in a matter of time, while fake ones, often using better materials, didn't exhibit this same degradation. The officials trained their eyes to identify these subtle differences, proving that even the tiniest details matter in national security. So while the world was focused on espionage and political maneuvers, it was the simple staple that helped protect the integrity of Soviet identity. This fascinating use of everyday materials shows how creativity and resourcefulness can emerge in unexpected ways, even during the most serious times. Can you believe something so small played a part in history? Let's explore the dramatic decline of telephone companies. Before World War II, the bustling city of New York was home to 22 telephone companies, each vying for customers and creating a vibrant telecommunication landscape. However, by the end of the war, not a single one of those companies remained. This shocking transformation was not merely a twist of fate, it mirrored the monumental societal and political changes occurring during that tumultuous period. The war prompted a consolidation of resources and efforts, leading to the government's increasing involvement in the telecommunications sector. Additionally, the demand for reliable communication soared as soldiers and their families needed to stay in touch, accelerating the push towards a more unified telephone system. As a result, what began as a competitive market evolved into a single provider system, setting the stage for the modern telecommunications industry we know today. This shift not only affected businesses, but influenced how everyday people communicated with one another. Could such rapid changes happen again in our current networks? Discover the truth behind Project X cigarettes. In the 1970s, Project X aimed to create a new kind of cigarette that would supposedly be safer for smokers. It was developed by scientists who wanted to reduce the health risks associated with traditional tobacco products. However, the project faced intense opposition from powerful tobacco manufacturers, who realized that if Project X succeeded, it could threaten their entire industry. They were well aware of the potential dangers linked to smoking, and the idea of a less harmful product made them uneasy. Ultimately, Project X was abandoned, leaving the public unaware of what could have been a significant change in tobacco consumption. The decision to halt the project raises questions about corporate responsibility and the lengths to which companies may go to protect their interests, even when health is at stake. Were profits valued more than people's health? Ever wonder how weather forecasts are made? It's fascinating to realize that crafting a single-day weather forecast involves about 10 billion mathematical calculations. Meteorologists rely on complex algorithms and vast amounts of data to predict conditions like rain, wind, and temperature. Every day they use satellites, radars, and weather stations to gather information from all around the globe. This treasure trove of data feeds into supercomputers, which crunch the numbers at lightning speed. The models simulate the atmosphere, taking into account countless variables such as humidity and air pressure. This intricate dance of mathematics and science helps us understand which way the wind will blow and whether we should pack an umbrella. It's not just a guess based on experience. It's a sophisticated process that combines the latest technology and scientific methods. So next time you check the weather, remember that behind that forecast is a massive team of dedicated scientists and mathematicians working tirelessly to keep you informed. Isn't that amazing? Hard to believe, but goosegrass acts like nature's Velcro. This intriguing plant has a unique ability to cling to surfaces, making it a common nuisance for those who venture outdoors. Goosegrass, also known as Gallium aperine, produces tiny hooked barbs on its stems and leaves, which help it stick to almost anything it touches, from your clothes to your pet's fur. As you stroll through a grassy field or hike in a wooded area, you might not notice this cunning plant until you find it firmly attached to your pants or your dog's coat. It can make a simple outing a little more complicated as you might have to spend time prying it off. Despite its annoying habit, goosegrass plays a role in the ecosystem, providing shelter and food for insects. So the next time you find yourself wrestling with this clingy plant, remember, it's all part of nature's design. What if I told you Mountain Dew is super sugary? A 20-ounce bottle of this popular soda packs a whopping amount of sugar, equivalent to 22 sugar packets. To put that into perspective, that's more sugar than an entire cake. Just imagine sipping on that sweet drink and unknowingly consuming so much sugar. Sugar isn't just a treat. In large amounts, it can lead to health issues like obesity and diabetes. Mountain Dew is especially known for its bright green color and energizing caffeine kick. But it's important to be mindful of what that sweetness really means for our health. Reducing sugar intake can have a big impact on overall well-being. So the next time you reach for a Mountain Dew, consider how many sugar packets that bottle really contains and whether you want to trade it for something a little healthier. Discover how DNA can store a historic GIF animation. In 2017, Harvard scientists achieved an incredible feat by successfully encoding a moving image, a GIF of a galloping horse, into the DNA of bacteria. This GIF is no ordinary animation. It's a reinterpretation of the first movie ever made, called The Horse in Motion, which was originally filmed back in 1878 by Edward Muybridge. By using advanced techniques in molecular biology, these researchers converted the frames of this classic film into a sequence of DNA code. This groundbreaking experiment not only showcases the potential of DNA as a storage medium, but also highlights the remarkable intersection of art and science. Imagine being able to save entire movies in microscopic strands that can last for thousands of years. How do you think this technology could change how we preserve our digital heritage? You won't believe this about Le Duc Thao. During the Vietnam War, Thao, a Vietnamese revolutionary, played a crucial role in secret negotiations with American diplomat Henry Kissinger. These discussions were not just whispers behind closed doors. They were vital to ending a devastating conflict that had lasted for years. Thao and Kissinger aimed to bring peace to a war-torn nation, and their efforts ultimately culminated in a significant peace agreement in 1973. For their tireless efforts, both men were awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. However, Thao made a surprising decision to decline the award, insisting that true peace hadn't yet been achieved in Vietnam. This stance highlights his deep commitment to his country and the ongoing struggles of its people. The story of Thao and Kissinger reminds us that the journey to peace is often complicated and filled with tough choices. What do you think about Thao's decision? Most people don't know this, but parkour can be thrilling. Take French woman Lola Roy, for instance. She's not just any athlete. She's renowned for her extreme parkour skills, reaching jaw-dropping heights of 16 meters when leaping from buildings. Imagine standing on a rooftop and contemplating the leap. For Lola, every jump is a test of precision and courage. Parkour, often described as the art of movement, blends running, jumping, and climbing to navigate urban environments. It's more than just a sport. It's a lifestyle that encourages creativity and self-expression. Lola's breathtaking feats push the boundaries of what we think is possible, inspiring many to embrace their physical limits. Her daring jumps challenge not only her physical abilities but also her mental strength, as she meticulously calculates every move. With some practice and determination, who knows? You might channel your inner Lola and discover your own parkour skills. Are you brave enough to try? Meet the rare flamingo with surprising, darker feathers. Recently, scientists observed an unusual flamingo exhibiting a genetic condition called melanism, which causes the bird's feathers to turn darker than the iconic pink we typically associate with flamingos. This striking anomaly is not just a fashion statement, it's a fascinating example of how genetics can alter an animal's appearance in the wild. Melanism results from an excess of melanin, the pigment responsible for color in feathers, skin, and even eyes. While melanistic animals are often spotted in species like leopards, this phenomenon is incredibly rare among flamingos. This unique flamingo stands out not only because of its unusual coloration, but also because it offers researchers a chance to study genetic variations in bird populations. Understanding these variations helps scientists learn more about adaptation and evolution in different environments. Imagine seeing such a stunning creature flapping its dark wings against the sunset. It challenges our perceptions of beauty in nature. What other surprises might genetics hold for us in the animal kingdom? Hard to believe, but Venus has a crazy day length. A day on Venus surprisingly lasts longer than a year, which means it takes the planet about 243 Earth days to complete one full spin on its axis. In contrast, it only takes about 225 Earth days for Venus to orbit the Sun. This unusual situation means that if you lived on Venus, you could celebrate your birthday long before you ever saw a sunrise. Imagine blowing out your candles and waiting for months to see the sun peek over the horizon. Venus also rotates in the opposite direction to most planets, meaning that if you were there, the sun would rise in the west and set in the east. Such extreme conditions make Venus a unique place in our solar system, showcasing the fascinating variety of planetary experiences across the universe. Isn't that wild? You won't believe English isn't native to Britain. The fascinating truth is that English came from outside the British Isles. It was introduced during the mid-5th to 7th centuries by German, Danish, and Dutch settlers. These groups, often referred to as the Anglo-Saxons, brought their languages and culture, mixing them with the local Celtic tongues. As these settlers established themselves, a new language began to emerge, evolving over centuries into what we now recognize as Old English. This original version of English was quite different from the modern language we speak today, with many words sounding unfamiliar. Interestingly, this mix of influences showcases how languages evolve through contact with different cultures. Today, English is a global language spoken across continents, but its humble beginnings remind us that it is a mosaic of many influences and histories. Isn't it incredible how words carry stories from the past? Did you know the largest gold ingot weighs over 660 pounds? This astonishing ingot, created by the Emirates Minting Factory, is not just any gold. It's worth around 25 million. Recognized by Guinness World Records, it has become a standout attraction at the famous Gold Souk in Dubai. Imagine standing before this colossal piece of pure, gleaming gold, which is heavier than some adult bears. The Gold Souk itself is a vibrant marketplace filled with stunning jewelry and precious gems, making it a must-visit for anyone traveling to Dubai. The size and value of this gold ingot highlight the incredible wealth and artistry found in the region's gold trading tradition. It serves as a symbol of luxury and prosperity, drawing in visitors from around the globe who are eager to catch a glimpse of this remarkable treasure. Whether you're a history buff, a treasure hunter, or simply curious about incredible feats of craftsmanship, seeing the largest gold ingot in the world is an unforgettable experience that showcases the allure of gold in our lives. Most people don't know this, but the Rosetta Stone changed history. This remarkable artifact from ancient Egypt played a pivotal role in unraveling the mystery of Egyptian hieroglyphics, which had baffled scholars for centuries. Discovered in 1799 by French soldiers in Rosetta, Egypt, the stone is inscribed with a decree from Pharaoh Ptolemy IV. What makes it fascinating is that the decree is written in 3 different scripts: Egyptian hieroglyphics, Demotic, and Ancient Greek. This trilingual inscription served as the key to understanding the long-lost language of hieroglyphics because scholars could compare the Greek, which they already understood, with the other 2 scripts. The decipherment was primarily achieved by Jean-François Champollion in the 1820s, who unlocked the secrets behind the hieroglyphic symbols. Thanks to the Rosetta Stone, we now have access to a wealth of knowledge about ancient Egyptian culture, history, and beliefs. This incredible artifact not only represents a breakthrough in linguistics, but it also offers a glimpse into a civilization that flourished thousands of years ago. What other secrets of the past could be hidden in artifacts waiting to be discovered? Is it really true that comets are so dark? Surprisingly, comets only reflect about 4% of the light that hits them, making them appear quite dim against the backdrop of space. This low level of reflectivity is one reason why these celestial visitors look so dark and mysterious as they travel through the solar system. However, when comets approach the sun, they begin to display stunning bright tails that can stretch for millions of kilometers. This transformation occurs because the sun's heat causes the comet's icy nucleus to sublimate, releasing gas and dust that form the glowing tail. It's a fascinating contrast, the dark body of the comet itself versus the bright, shimmering tails that capture our imaginations. Comet tails can even change direction depending on solar winds, creating a spectacular visual display. So the next time you hear about a comet visiting our skies, remember that its dark core is just a small part of the story, overshadowed by the brilliant spectacle it creates as it dances around the sun. Ever wondered how translation trips up explorers? During the Lewis and Clark expedition, these brave adventurers faced an unexpected challenge, communicating with a Salish-speaking tribe. The situation turned into a complex game of translation, where messages had to be relayed through a mix of languages. Imagine the explorers starting with their English, then passing it to a French speaker, who translated it into Hidatsa. Next came a Shoshone speaker, adding another layer of interpretation before finally reaching the Salish speakers. Each translation introduced the possibility of misunderstanding, creating a hilarious and sometimes frustrating chain of interpretation. It's easy to picture the confusion that arose when a simple idea morphed into something entirely different as it bounced from language to language. This linguistic relay showcased the challenges early explorers faced and highlights the importance of clear communication, especially when encountering new cultures. So next time you're in a complicated conversation, think back to Lewis and Clark. How would you handle the linguistic juggling act?